This Palestinian family is moving into their new home in Sydney. Just 2 weeks ago, they barely escaped with their lives from Gaza.
Don't ask me how I'm feeling. I still can't collect my thoughts at this moment. It feels like my head is being crushed.
Ali lost 23 family members in one night. She wants to remain anonymous because she's worried about reprisals against her husband. He's still stuck at the Rafah border with Egypt, waiting for approval from Israeli and Egyptian authorities to cross.
He's an old man, 69, almost 70. None of his children are there. He's all alone. Can you imagine?
Like her, he's one of 860 Palestinians granted Australian visitor visas. But only a fraction of them have been able to get out of Gaza. The ones who have are arriving in Australia with not much more than the clothes on their back.
We're going to get now a big truck coming in, and apparently there's going to be a lot of food.
Community groups all over the country have sprung to action.
We're accepting everything from food items, toiletries, bed sheets, donors, clothes.
This warehouse space was donated too.
It's heartening actually to know that there are so many people out there who have responded to our donation drive.
This little girl brought her piggy bank.
You saved all that money for the Gaza kids? Sorry, guys.
Dozens of shelves have already been filled with all kinds of supplies desperately needed by the Palestinians arriving from Gaza. But more than food, clothes, and toiletries, what many of them will need is a place to stay.
With what we've gotten is probably about 15 homes ready to go. So as families come in and housing is needed, then we furnish the property and move them in.
Rabia's charity has already helped Ali and several other families move into fully furnished homes rent-free for up to a year.
Someone who's given us 3 apartments in Villawood, someone who gave us a house in Greenacre, some real estates jumped on board who said, look, whatever you need, we're happy to get. There was another guy who had a house up for lease, gave it to us for half the price.
In Melbourne, more than 400 doctors have signed up to provide free health services to Gazans with no access to Medicare or work rights.
They are broken in many ways. What they've been through is unimaginable. We need to not only address their physical symptoms, such as injuries from war or chronic diseases, we definitely need to address their psychological impacts that they've had.
Despite everyone's efforts, they all agree it won't be enough.
We can only do so much as a community. The government is going to have to step in sooner or later.
A plea for more support for people who never wanted to leave their homeland. Nabila Nashar, ABC News.